So, at the last minute, the European Court of Human Rights stepped in with an injunction to prevent the last refugees bound for deportation to Rwanda being sent. £500,000 spent on a plane, plus whatever we were paying Rwanda as part of the deal to send them there, wasted for the sake of not bringing them here and giving them £40 and 85 pence payment card each for food and toiletries. Value for money, folks. Only in the mind of a fascist wretch it is. I'm absolutely delighted with these people. I heard the last one off the plane was an Iranian chap who was a victim of torture. So what does that say about us in the UK, that these are the sort of people we're allowing these rancid Tories to deport? Another was on suicide watch. This is a big middle finger to everyone who was cheering the Tories on over this. Every last one of you is a national embarrassment, and you all need to take a long, hard look at yourselves. Of course, many of them, shedding their Tommy Robinson-style tears, will be wailing that we've left the EU and we shouldn't have to listen to this. The Human Rights Convention, which the UK are signatories of, binds us to the ECHR, not Brexit, not the EU. In fact, it predates our joining the EU because it was formulated in the wake of World War II to ensure fascism never again rears its head in Europe. Every European nation remains signatories to it to this day, with the exception of Russia, to nobody's surprise whatsoever. Boris Johnson has already mooted legal changes being required to allow his government to effectively become people traffickers themselves, raising the spectre that he might withdraw the UK from the convention, something we know some of his party will celebrate. Dominic Raab, for instance, has spoken publicly on numerous occasions that he would love to see us withdraw from it. But given that one of the leading figures behind the development of the Human Rights Act was this guy, Bozo's hero, Winston Churchill, the guy Johnson is so desperate to be compared to, and indeed much of the legal framework was developed by British lawyers of the day, we would be turning our backs on something we very much helped create. And indeed, if the purpose of this was to ensure human rights are upheld and that the horrors of the past do not return, what does it say about any government or leader prepared to withdraw from that, or an opposition leader, a former human rights lawyer himself, sitting in complete silence over it?